Since primitive times, people have known to make stone tools to support the purpose of labor to improve life. Over time, tools from rudimentary are gradually made more and more sophisticated to meet higher needs in life, such as modern machines and equipment for many different professions. Later machines grew in both size and complexity in manufacturing and use, and also brought about great work efficiency. In today's video, I will introduce to you the powerful machines that have actively helped people in today's modern world. Komatsu D575A Bulldozer. Also in the mining industry, the giants continue to be named, with the Komatsu D575A excavator the largest crawler tractor in operation in the world. Komatsu D575A is a series produced by Komatsu Limited in Osaka, Japan, and favored by surface miners in the United States and Japan. Bulldozer Komatsu D575A has a height of about 4.88 m, a length of 11.72 m, and weighs from 132 to 152 tons. Komatsu D575A is equipped with Komatsu SA12V170E diesel engine, including 12 turbocharged cylinders with a total capacity of up to 46.3 liters. In addition, it also owns a huge fuel tank with a capacity of 2,100 liters, ensuring that there is always enough fuel for this 1,150 horsepower machine to operate at full capacity. Komatsu D575A has a single bulldozer design that can withstand up to 170 tons of rock pressure or handle up to 90 cubic meters of rock in just one move. Bulldozer Komatsu D575A is also remotely controlled to avoid hazards such as toxic or unsafe environments in abandoned mines. Bagger Excavator 293. This is the largest excavator in the world, with a length of 225 m, a height of 96 m, and a weight of 14,061 tons. The Bagger 293 excavator, also known as the MAN Tackraff RB293, is a giant wheel loader built by the German industrial company Tackraff. The Bagger 293 is a massive crawler excavator built in 1995. It can move more than 8.5 million cubic feet of soil per day, the equivalent of digging a hole the length of a football field, and more than 80 feet deep in one day. In particular, to be able to operate efficiently, this giant machine needs 5 people to operate it and needs an external power supply of 16.56 megawatts. In terms of structure, Bagger 293 includes bucket wheels with a diameter of more than 21.3 m, including 18 barrels, and each container contains more than 15 cubic meters of material. The Bagger 293 uses a 70-foot wheel to which a series of buckets are attached, and as the wheel rotates, the buckets pick up soil and pour it onto a conveyor belt. The conveyors will transport the soil to other vehicles for transfer to the dump site. With such a height, this giant holds the world record as the largest land vehicle in the world and has been recorded in the Guinness Book of Records. Its height is equivalent to Big Ben Clock Tower in England. Despite its huge size and very heavy weight, this machine only leaves a mark on the way no deeper than a human footprint. According to experts, Bagger 293 is considered a key factor to maintain the operation of coal plants, because without these machines, countries could be in the dark. Bagger 293 is an extremely large and powerful machine that can remove mud and rock materials to mine brown coal used in many factories, raw materials for electricity generation. In fact, there are no vehicles that can transport the Bagger 293, so the only way is to transport each part to a spacious place to assemble it together. To own one Bagger 293, you need to spend $100 million US. The reason it has such a high price is because it takes up to 5 years to design, manufacture, and wait for assembly, and another 5 years to complete this machine. Not only big, Bagger 293 also works very efficiently. It also demonstrates the bold beauty of industrial design that showcases the power of modern technology. To meet the needs of increasing urbanization, it is necessary to create transport facilities connecting areas inside and outside the city. with the vision of a future where all movement will be mainly conducted underground, drilling and tunneling experts have built giant tunneling machines. The leader in tunneling industry can't miss the big guy heron-necked with deep expertise and completing thousands of projects in any geology with the MixShield Super Tunneling Machine, Hybrid Shield. This is a tunnel excavator built for heterogeneous foundations, permeable and high-pressure subsoil including sand and gravel with a diameter of 3.7 by 19 n. It can be used at high water pressures above 15 bar and is safe and performant in places where the diameter exceeds 19 meters. The structure of the MixShield's tunneling machine consists of a cutting blade that is a paring knife and a cutting roller that loosens the soil from the surface of the working area. Next is the bulkhead separating the excavating chamber into a working chamber and a pressure chamber. When the partition opens, it will connect these two chambers together. Behind the baffle comes a pincer crusher that scrapes and mechanically crushes ordinary rock or boulders into particles of a size that can be smoothly hydraulically transported. With MixShields, a pincer mill placed in front of the rake is often used for this purpose. The edge lengths of the stones that can be crushed vary depending on the design of the crusher and the diameter of the shield. In addition, a rake is installed in front of the suction nozzle of the chain to intercept particles of non-uniform size such as large stones and receive them only when they are tipped out. If fine-grained, cohesive soil is expected along the route, use a roller mill in front of the suction mouth as an alternative. During the shredding process, they also take on the raking function. Next is a pressure wall separating the pressurized engine area from the pressurized excavation chamber. In this engine area staff will work and there is an airlock that allows specially trained personnel to enter the excavation chamber. Close to the airlock is a hydraulic cylinder arranged on the belt to push the shield forward from. Covering the outside of the hydraulic cylinder is a steel brush shield that seals the inner working area against the ingress of soil, gravel, and water outside. Inside the engine area, the main part is the conveyor circuit that transports the suspension to the excavator chamber and the overloaded suspension to the separation plant. Along with that is a movable vacuum controller, a remote control to move the segments during ring construction. Wherever the machine goes, the annular space fills in the space between the machine and the mortar layer, forming a preliminary tunnel. That is preliminary information about the structure as well as the function of use of each part on the MixShield's tunneling machine. Thanks to the support of the excavation surface through automatic air cushion, the accuracy of the machine is quite high. Even for the most demanding tunneling projects, this ensures maximum safety during tunneling and minimizes the risk of surfacing and settlement as much as possible. Therefore, MixShields is the #1 favorite in underground road construction today. Sliding Paving Machine SP1600 Wirtgen. Among the types of machinery, it is impossible not to mention the fast and efficient road paving machines such as the SP1600 Wirtgen of Wirtgen Machinery Company. SP1600 Wirtgen has a weight ranging from 89 to 106 tons with rated capacity of 313 to 426 horsepower, paving width 5-16 m, paving height 450 mm and working speed 5 m a minute. About structure. SP1600 includes a concrete spreader with a new function of distributing concrete in front of the paving mold located at the rear of the machine. With high-power diesel engine to save fuel. Regarding the paving process, it is started by pouring concrete directly in front of the slide paver or the concrete is fed from the side conveyor or the feeder. Next, the concrete is evenly distributed over the entire width of the pavers using a spreader or spreader. The concrete will then be uniformly compacted by means of an electric vibrator or a hydraulically integrated machine. Just like that, a concrete slab of the specified thickness and width will be formed and the machine continues to advance. And the surface of the concrete is stabilized as the machine advances thanks to the oscillating beams. Finally, a superfine compound is applied to the top and finish of the concrete.